Well, good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. What's going on, everybody? Sorry I got the one video up yesterday. I planned on doing a live stream, but I got outside, started doing all the power washing. Power washing's not easy, people. I did I did the most part of my house. And then I did all my vinyl fencing. What the hell are they doing back there? So yeah, I did all my vinyl fencing. So, and then I was doing some of I got vinyl railing up near my deck out back. So I took a break. I was kind of filthy. I didn't stop till like 5:30 last night, so. Other than that, I did watch the Sixers lose, so that kind of sucks. So that sucks that the Sixers are done. But we kind of saw that coming. Joel was on one leg, and Guillain-Barré syndrome, or Bell's palsy he had. You knew that was going to happen. I would like to have seen it go to a Game 7 just because. Who don't like Game 7s? But I knew they were. Knicks got lucky with this one because Sixers were dead man walking. But moving right along. Season's over. I actually fell asleep in the fourth quarter, so I'm glad I missed the end of it. That's how tired I was. So back to work today. It's a lot chillier today. A lot chillier. So it's amazing that we're only 2 months away, a little over 2 months away from training camp. Do you believe that, people? Training camp already. Training camp is right around the corner. Still haven't decided whether I'm going to training camp. We'll see. We'll see what the dates are and if I can swing it. But everybody, all my subscribers at One Items, they're all in here. They're all going to be coming your way. Later this afternoon, they'll be shipped from the USPS. Shout out to the USPS. Even though it's going to be a frustrating day working today because I know I have circulars, which is a third bundle, that I have to carry a third bundle and get it and give everybody one. But anyway, be that as it may, we're looking at the Dallas Cowboys. It's the calm before the storm. They're going to have a couple OTAs. As you saw, the home run derby, all the boys were at OTAs. It really is going to be the lull period between now. Well, next week is an exciting week, right? We got schedule release May 9th, I want to say. That's my guess. They didn't say when. But make no mistake, they are still working on that damn schedule. That's what it is. But it usually is the second Thursday in May. So, May 9th, schedule release. Says Game Time Brian. Probably do a live stream on that night. We can break it all down, see how good or bad the schedule's going to be. We know we have a hard home schedule. I do know that our home schedule is pretty rough. So we shall see. I know we're home and away. I just don't know where it falls. I don't know where the Cowboys bye week is going to be. Who do we play? Like, do we get a break after Thanksgiving? Because we always get that real short, the 2 games, we usually play those 3 games in 11 days or something. Because all the teams bitching about we get another 10 days off. So we'll see what the schedule is. We'll see when we play the Washington Commanders in Washington. Hopefully it's not late in the season. There's a lot that we'll see, So looking for that next week. But after that, then it's just a matter of OTAs and training camp. Hopefully we don't have the amount of injuries we had last year. That's for sure. DeMarvion Overshown. So he put on 20 pounds of muscle. Don't know what to think about that. I guess under Mike Zimmer. Just remember, like when I tell everybody, when you come into an NFL program and you're in the NFL program for a year, that's NFL weightlifting too. You know, I know these college programs have weightlifting, but they're not on you like an NFL trainer is. NFL trainer is in your grill making sure you do your work and you get out what you put into it. And you see a lot of players, I'll always say, well, give them a year in the NFL strength and conditioning program and then talk to me, you know? Why did my air just pop on all of a sudden? I don't need the air. But, yeah, so DeMarvion Overshown is putting on weight. We got Mozzie Smith putting on weight, but it really is a boring time of year. My air just keeps coming on. Weird. Yeah, no, you ain't sliding in. You ain't sliding in. Where you going? Where are you going? Me and my Easter cup. My vehicle's wigging out on me this morning. But yeah, so not much really to talk about. Tomorrow night we got me and Primetime Phil with all the bells and whistles. So we got that. I will have my lunchtime chat today at 2 o'clock. But it'll be interesting to see once we see the schedule next Thursday, I'm thinking, a week from yesterday, that what exactly are going to be the hurdles in this upcoming year. It's kind of exciting. Like, we know who we play, but what's the stretch? We knew that the hard stretch this past year was going to be the Buffalo Bills. We knew that, right? And they got absolutely demolished. We never play good in Buffalo. We never play good in Arizona. So if we play in Arizona this year, we're losing. I don't think we're playing in Arizona. I don't believe we are. I know we play, I want to say we play the NFC North. And put it in the comments if you know. And, yeah, I don't know, like, the offhand. But, yeah. I know we played Detroit at home. Detroit's a juggernaut. Speaking of the juggernaut, nothing to do with Cooper Beebe, but Detroit's going to be tough, people. They just added two. They might be the team. Depending on the quarterback staying healthy and that offensive line, it's going to be tough not to. But, you know, I did see I just saw it this morning, Mark Holmes' video. And he's like, he wouldn't buy any Dallas Cowboys merch. I haven't bought much. I bought a couple draft hats. That's about all I bought. But I want to ask you guys, before or after the draft? I mean, do you feel better now than you did before the draft, or do you feel the same? My Cowboy fans, I'm sure I'll get trolls, but do you feel better about the Cowboys now? You know, we got Zeke and we got the running back by committee. We will probably add a defensive lineman or, you know, before training camp, a veteran. Or we'll let this develop and then we'll invest draft capital for a veteran during the season. That's a possibility with all these draft picks. So my question is, do you guys feel better about the Cowboys than before the draft? I don't see how you can't. You know, you figure everybody's on a one-year deal. Everybody's playing for their future, basically, in Dallas. Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb, in my opinion, will get his deal first. I think CeeDee will have his deal very soon. When I mean by very soon, before the season, probably a training camp. Now, Trey Lance's fifth-year option was not picked up. So, what does that mean, people? Does that mean they don't like what they see? Or does that mean they don't want to be locked into $22.5 million You know what I mean? And be stuck with him for another year. To me, if you wanted Trey Lance as your starter rather than Dak Prescott, you would have picked up the 22.5. No? So, for all the people who think Dak's gone, I don't think so. So those who say, no, keep him, he sucks. Even though he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, who doesn't perform well in the playoffs. But you got to get there, right? So, I mean, I get you. I do get what you're saying there. But it was funny watching Big Sills yesterday. He rated Jalen Hurts, I think, 15th in the NFL. In NFL quarterbacking. And I think he rated Dak Prescott 6. So, wonder if Mark Holmes saw that. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing to do with the playoff choke. That is of itself. So you could say, just because I guess that's why they call him the Black Kirk Cousins, right? The Black Kirk Cousins is what everybody calls Dak Prescott. Because now I would say Kirk Cousins can't win in prime time. Dallas wins in prime time. Dallas's record on prime time is very good with Dak Prescott, but playoff prime time, meh. So I really don't know about that, but I was surprised. But I didn't have too much of a problem with his list. That's just the honest truth. Jalen Hurts' numbers are passing-wise. With that kind of talent, you should be able to throw for 4,000 yards in your sleep. But again, I'm less worried about numbers and more worried about wins, and Jalen Hurts wins. So, I don't think I'd go down as 15. I haven't really. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll rank my quarterbacks. That should be fun. I'm sure I'll get shit from both sides on there. I can't believe you have Dak rated there. You gotta. If I rate, you know what? That's going to be my homework project. If I rate the NFL quarterbacks, I would have to take into consideration youth. Like Aaron Rodgers would slip down a little bit. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, but he's getting up there. He's like near 40 years old. Uh-oh. Yeah, control your kids, man. Your kid is wandering out into the intersection. But, yeah, people, sorry, it's not much really to talk about, but the exciting thing is we got the schedule release. How do you feel about Dallas? Do you feel better or worse about the Cowboys since the draft? Since the draft is over, do you feel better? Hopefully you feel better. We got the non-sexy picks. We did non-sexy things. Sometimes it gets you in trouble. Most of the time, sexy don't work out. And getting non-sexy usually does work out. So, people are driving like idiots today. But yeah, and where do you guys have Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. This is where we're at. This is where we're at, people. So, but anyway, all your stuff will be mailed out today. I'll have the tracking. So if you guys want the tracking, I could email it to you later, I guess. But I'm going to get a receipt for all this. Yeah, it's like $10.95 to mail the hats. So nice. And again, I probably didn't have to do priority, but I do work for the post office, so whatever. So I'm making about $9 off of each hat. But anyway, all right, everybody. Don't forget, about 2:30 Eastern time, live from the mail truck. Maybe we'll have something to talk about. Game time, Brian is out. Late.